are 15 miles due west of the Atlantic, nestled in downtown Jacksonville at TIAA Bank Field. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerge from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the Buffalo Bills. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's Devin Singletary. He played in this state at Florida Atlantic. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Going to give this one to Singletary. And this looks a lot like the last play. Behind the line of scrimmage, he's tackled for the second straight go-around. Great job by this Jacksonville D. 3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Here's Allen to throw it. Flush to his right. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
So this game of ours, Charles, you know, the talk of the NFL world all week. 2 unbeaten teams. You rarely see such a matchup this deep into a season.
I would agree with that, because normally you might get one team undefeated for a while, but 2 teams like this, and I remember in preseason, you looked at schedules and said, I think these 2 are on a collision course. It'll be interesting to see if they actually get there, and they did. And to me, the winner of this game has to wear the crown of Super Bowl favorite.
Last side caught by Diggs. Getting down about 3 yards short of the first. Call it a pickup of 3, and also now likely a punt on their opening drive. Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. Agnew now to return. Great blocking, nearly sprung in there. 28-yard return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up first and 10 at the 39-yard line.
And they'll run it. This is James Robinson.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Well, this defense for the Bills, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright?
Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
Come on, set, 30 base. Hey, lock it.
They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne.
And that's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. That's caught. It's Dan Arnold, the tight end. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson.
Wrap up.
Still moving. Touchdown, Jaguars. James Robinson, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Jags have taken the early lead. The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Allen. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT. Allen again here on 2nd and 10. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. K'Lavon Chason. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Another try after the first down sack. Allen. It's complete to Diggs. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. On the ground, it's Singletary. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. second down and 7. Allen now on the option right. They find some open field here. And Allen will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact at the end. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been a running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
On first down, they stick with Singletary. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. His 12th rushing touchdown, his 16th overall. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And this ball game, clearly the game of the year so far. It's not very often that you find 2 unbeaten teams. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Jerry Hughes able to record his 5th sack of the season. When you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's A.J. Klein, the linebacker. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
So after the INT, it's Allen escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Some good strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Singletary.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play.
Touchdown, Bills! Stephon Diggs with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bills have taken the lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because, to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these 2 teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
Now this throw caught left side. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Lawrence with a quick throw outside. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. We hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. They go play action now. Lawrence. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Shotgun snap and a give to ETN. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
A play fake for Robinson. Now Lawrence. Intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Jags are going to take possession here at their own 43. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone to potentially tie this game up. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
They'll throw on first down with Lawrence.
Eluding the pressure right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
So this CD, obviously such a big game, and we'll continue to talk about its importance as we go on. I thought it was interesting. This head coach in his weekly media availability, he was asked who he would lean on in a game like this, and he said it was all about the veterans.
And Brandon, I like his approach because he's obviously thought about this, right? Who can get me not just through this game, but through the rest of the season? And he looks to his veterans. They've been around the team. They can guide everyone and let them know the importance of winning this one. But also, how do we attack what's left in the season and get us ready for what we hope is going to be some postseason play?
On first down, it's Robinson. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. Now Lawrence to throw.
Dancing to his left. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde.
And the Bills will take over here just shy of the 30.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And Diggs has it. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this one is incomplete.
So, Charles, you talk about this offense as we play here in Week 9 of the 2021 season. Normally, you're slipping kind of past the halfway point, but now with the season expanding to 17 games, you kind of think the teams might look up and say, gosh, we still have a lot of football left to go.
No doubt about it. And remember, they've had their open week already, so this could be a straight shot all the way from here on out. To me, the best coaches, they tell their teams, hey, I'll take care of you during the week. You just leave it all out there on game day, and I'll make sure you're ready for the next one. Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
Allen on third. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And they're down on the scoreboard, sort of a sloppy first half. And Coach Davis, if you were in the locker room, what would the message have been?
I think I'd have to go with something you don't ordinarily go with in the NFL. That's a little fire and brimstone. You've got to fire these guys up, make them understand what's going on out there. They were so sloppy in the first half, too many turnovers. Tighten things up, maybe get in their face a little bit, get in their grill, and then send them back out.
Play action. It's Lawrence. Flush to his right. Finds the open target, Arnold.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
They'll run on first down. Robinson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
So this CD, it's obviously such a big game. We'll continue to talk about its importance as we go on. But I thought it was interesting. This head coach in his weekly media availability was asked who he would lean on in a game like this. And he said this is where you need your stars to shine their brightest.
And ordinarily, you would just tell them in a locker room setting, wouldn't you, in a meeting room setting? But he used the biggest stage he had, this media availability, and sounded the horn to his team. Told his stars, we don't want you to be solid in this game. We need you to be extraordinary. And sometimes that creates more pressure. But he also believes if you're going to be a star in this league, you need to perform well in games like this and guide your team.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulder square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted. He'll take a shot for the end zone.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
To throw again on second down. Lawrence. He's going to go up top again. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. The extra point splits the uprights, and that will tie our game here in the third. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
66 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
On first down, here's Breida. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. From midfield, here's Allen. And it's incomplete.
Well, as we all know, possessions are crucial in a tie game. And let's face it, I really didn't need to tell you that. You already knew it. So when he sees he's got nothing good going, an excellent decision to just send that one to the sideline.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing now is Allen. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, too much air under that one. That could have easily been 6 points.
Yeah, what kind of speed he has is almost impossible, we think, to actually overthrow him. But he did exactly that. I think he probably tried to get it out there maybe just a little bit too quickly.
A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
On second down, it's Robinson. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line.
You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Khalil Mack able to record his 5th sack of the season.
You say Khalil Mack and offensive coordinators get very, very nervous, and there's another example of exactly why. 9 sacks in 2020. He's been named to 6 consecutive Pro Bowls and been an All-Pro in 2 of the previous 3 seasons in Chicago.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. On the give, this is Singletary. And they'll get him down here at about the 42.
73 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Working with a 2nd and 3.
Singletary again. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Big 3rd down. A field goal from this spot, 57 yards as they hope to move it a little closer. On the handoff, it's Singletary. And that one going from the start as he's made the backfield and goes backwards. A 3-yard 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
Bit of a pressure spot here for Tyler Bass.
This to break our 4th quarter tie. The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills have taken the lead here in the 4th.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Tre'Davious White with a pick. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen rolling to his left. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And this is caught. Touchdown. Brandon Cooks. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills turn that interception into a touchdown.
We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over. And here a late turnover leads to a 4th quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. They always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Now Lawrence.
And incomplete on the deep ball. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
4th down. Here's Lawrence.
He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. An incredible play there on 4th down in their own territory. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Tavon Austin, his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Jaguars have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Here's Allen. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching in Atlanta, our apologies. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen rolling to his right. Throw complete right side to Cooks. Then he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll give this to Singletary running right. 78 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Right back to Singletary on second down. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score. Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well. Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Allen going to get this one to Singletary. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Singletary going to get the handoff. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with second down coming up.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold him to 3 to keep this a one-score game. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Can't afford another delay here as they come up again on 2nd and goal. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they look for that final touchdown to salt this one away. Allen to throw. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, in a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line.
There on the stop was Tyson Campbell, first pick of the 2nd round back in April.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They go right back to Singletary. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
104 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
On the jet sweep, they get this to Cooks. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Brandon Cooks, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bills add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Tyler Bass now for the point after.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And that unbeaten record very much in jeopardy. It's been a great first few months of the season so far, but they have run into a buzzsaw here, trailing big in the fourth quarter. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it, and they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Bills, they continue to cruise as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, the perfect season was apparently not meant to be as they drop to